I really hope no one can hear it, because there is other music going on nearby me that I'm hoping is not interfering with the fantasy-esque music going on in the game. This is absolutely the first attempt at playing this game. There is no past attempt and no other frustrations that I could potentially have. What are you talking about? There wasn't an attempt that I made approximately 24 hours ago that was removed and deleted from history because my internet provider decided to not want to do their job and provide me with internet. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing of that sort. What the hell? Oh no, you do exist. Wait, what are you? Sorry, don't mind me just noticing random tabs. Don't mind me just noticing random tabs that I have open, for doing research on more Russian games. I forget. I have so many tabs open at any given moment that I always forget what approximately half of them are for. I had one dedicated to both this game, which, by the way, I'm just gonna say, I appreciate the menu here, barring the fact that I took a little bit to find the options button. Wait, where's the mouse cursor? There it is. But yeah, I appreciate the menu on this. Why especially Russian? Because I was on this game. This is a Russian game. You will notice that as the only voiceover in it is Russian. And there, you know, one thing leads to another, alike and alike. And also, I've been well, we'll see how this goes, but between this and Tiny Bunny, there's kind of a good track record with Russian visual novels. But again, once we get a little more into this, we will see how that goes. And I'm actually going to bring this up. Before this stream, I looked back at my Tiny Bunny streams because I genuinely forgot how I did them. In the way of how I read them, / how I waited for the... Basically, if I waited for the character voices to be done, or if I was reading over them, because I genuinely could not remember. And as it turns out, I would wait for the character voices to be done. This game has a lot more longer dialogues, which is a lot more of me sitting kind of awkwardly in silence, and not as much narration. So, do we speak the language? Well, if you want to know that, you know what, if you want a little bit of Russian, this game's name in Russia, if I'm pronouncing it right through the translations I've done, День, который, забрал тебя, is the Russian version of the name, which, I get what the name is, the day before you gone. From how I've translated that one, it, whatchamacallit? Blah, 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 brain blank. So the baseline English name of this game, The Day Before You Gone, the translation from the translation, you know, Google Translate and other translation tools I've used, give the День, который, забрал тебя translate to The Day That Took You Away, which I feel is a little more fitting given a few things. You know what? Good on the aspiration to use to you. But yeah, I'm also just gonna start a new game, despite the fact that I was here for a while last night. I mean, not at all. Right, the fact it just goes completely silent here. Okay, you can open the help section. Yes.
Я здесь. Ты слышишь меня?
I'm here, can you hear me? And another reason this is a little bit more read aloud dialogues than Tiny Bunny. You're not inside a main character's head. The main character talks to the player.
Тебе может показаться это странным, но теперь мы связаны. И только ты можешь повлиять на мой путь.
May seem strange to you, but we are connected now. And only you can influence my
Когда
path.
жизнь подбрасывала мне новые попытки все исправить, я тратила их впустую. Но теперь все изменилось. У меня есть ты. Я верю тебе. Верю, что ты спасешь нас обоих.
When life threw me new opportunities to make things right, I wasted them, but now everything has changed. I have you, I trust you, I believe you will, you will save us both. Also, I'm going to say, yeah, at some point a few years ago, I have seen Russian dashcam videos. They are amusing. Well, found where the video loops.
Расскажи о себе. Я хочу знать, кому доверяю свою судьбу.
Tell me about yourself. I want to know whom I entrust with my fate. What is your name? Hold on. Also, last time when I played this, I misread this as I'm a gay.
Рыцарь
Therefore,
на
I'm
белом
clicking.
коне.
I'm just clicking
Когда-то
that.
я мечтала встретить такого. Сейчас это не важно.
Knight on a white horse. I used to dream of meeting one. Now it doesn't matter.
Хочешь знать, с чего все началось?
Do you want to know how it all began? Yes.
Аскрид сидела передо мной. Тяжелый
Boy.
дубовый стол разделял нас. Я уже ощущала,
Refusing
как
to
её
do the
дряхлая
Wi-Fi.
рука
Look,
хватает
mine.
меня за горло и
Wait,
трясёт,
what did it say?
пытаясь привести в сознание. Да что там рука? Лишь одной силой мысли она могла бы выбить из меня всю дурь. Но мы сидели молча.
That was just a little section of what is your name? Are you male or female? Because again, the main character talks to the player. It is pure fourth wall break. Askred sat before me. A heavy oak table separated us. I could already feel her decrepit hands grabbing me by the throat and shaking, trying to bring me back to consciousness. With just the power of her mind, she could have purged all the nonsense from me, but we sat in silence. Girl or gay? Exactly. Also, probably how I'm going to do this narration-esque stuff done by Nicole, I'm probably going to just read in normal voice. Also, just to boost you up, it may not entirely be your Wi-Fi not doing the Wi-Fiing. Mine is... No, oh my god, never... So, fun fact, I tested, for approximately half an hour streaming to a private stream before doing this stream. You say it's good. I'm seeing the dropped frame counter. I'm seeing what happens. But yeah, I did a test for approximately half an hour where I just let it stream to a private stream, and it dropped I think 50 frames, which is almost like, okay, that's not great, but it's acceptable. Is cuts off for 4 seconds for you? I don't know about 4 seconds, but that seems about right. Just froze for oh my god! Skype. Oh, Skypult, good to see you here. No, it may look good for now, but I'm keeping an eye on the dropped frames. But yeah.
У Аскрид было уютно, несмотря на останки всех этих жутких существ. Несмотря даже на смрад от чеснока, которым пропиталась вся ее изба.
Right now it is tolerable, but not great. Also, yeah, hi Skypulse, or would you would you rather me call you Skypulse or Eagle Dev? Just cause I don't know what you'd prefer. At Askrid's place, it was cozy, despite the remains of all those creepy creatures, and even despite the stench of garlic permeating her entire hut.
Я помню ту Аскрид, которой она была лет этак 10 назад. Огонек в ее глазах придавал мне сил и уверенности в себе. В то время, когда я только начинала познавать азы магии, она вечно твердила, что я недостаточно хороша, и мне надо работать над собой.
I still remember the Askrid she was about 10 years ago. The spark in her eyes gave me strength and confidence. At the time when I was just starting to believe in the basics of magic, she always insisted that I wasn't good enough and needed to work on it myself. God, I'm gonna sound like a nitpicky asshole right now. There is no space after this period. This bothers me more than it should. This bothers me way more than it should. I'm presuming that was like a lost in translation thing, but there is no space after this period.
Теперь я понимаю, зачем она говорила именно так. Я была ее лучшей ученицей. Всегда. Но старуха была ведьмой, а я родилась магом.
Now I understand why she said that. I was always her best apprentice, although the old woman was a witch. I was born a mage. But yeah, also, just ignore it. It's probably fine. Probably doing fine. I see the drop frames via Wi-Fi just slowly climbing in bursts, and it keeps bothering me. Just very much keeps bothering me.
Хотя ни разу не призналась в этом.
It wasn't my destiny to develop talents to the level she possessed, no matter how hard I tried, and she dreamt her whole life of mastering the elements, though she never admitted it. Oh yeah, if I didn't say it, I don't think I did in this version of the stream, this was the game tied to the word magic in that little poll I did to determine in secret what games I played. Heart rate? Something along those lines. Just every so often, 2 seconds, it's like, dead.
Она могла прочитать все мои
Something
мысли,
along those
едва
lines.
щелкнув пальцами. И я бы даже не обратила на это внимания.
She could have read all my thoughts with a snap of her fingers, and I wouldn't even pay attention to it. Oops. Oh crap. Know that you're not in your place.
Она
Be
молчала.
positive
А я
as much as I
оправдывалась.
can towards the old lady. She remained silent, and I justified
Я
myself.
знала, что после сегодняшнего дня она не простит меня. Никогда. Какой выбор я бы не сделала.
I knew that after today she wouldn't forgive me, no matter what choice I made.
Она дотянулась до колбы и толкнула ее по направлению ко мне.
She reached for the flask and pushed it my direction. Drink up!
Это был переломный момент.
What did I make? Oh,
Но
okay.
на самом деле все началось задолго до знакомства с Аскрид. В тот самый день, который забрал его.
It was a turning point, but in reality, it all began long before I met Askrid. The day that he was gone. Yeah, now we're flashing back more to the... Who's hiding here? Who is it? Oh. I forget that there's switch voices that I need to do at this point. I'm a fierce, furry orc. You're lying. Orcs aren't furry. I figured you out.
Йохану 7 лет. Он любит играть с дворовыми детьми.
I still think this child has demon eye, as demon face going on here, but you know what? We accept the child as he is.
Он бегает по двору, размахивая им, и отгоняет зло, что окружает наш дом.
Johan is 7 years old. He likes to play with the village kids, often taking on role of a knight, saving the village from the invasion of the undead. In those moments, the stick in his hand turns into a sword. He runs around the yard, swinging it and chasing away the evil that surrounds our home. Quickly, wash up and have breakfast. Look, not all children look like Hellspawn. Well, technically, just because children are Hellspawn and children look like children, therefore they are Hellspawn. I'm digging myself a hole here that I can't. You're right, but I don't like that you're right.
Я помогала матери растить Йохана. Оно и понятно, первая дочь в семье, помощник во всем. И по хозяйству, и с братом посидеть. А смотаться в город, потолкаться на шумном рынке есть желающие? Однозначно я.
I helped my mother raise Johan. As the first daughter in the family, I was an assistant in everything, the household chores, the babysitting, my brother. Does anybody want to go to town to enjoy the hustle and bustle of the market? Definitely I do. Already awake. Also, I said it in the it's now deleted stream. But I'll say it again. Compare this father compared to the father in Tiny Buddy. This one loses out. But then again, how do you stand up to literal embodiment of Giga Chad? Good morning. Good morning. Johan, I think I'll take you with me today. It's time for you to learn how to herd the cows. Yes. Wait, right, you can click all these achievements. I'm imagining that was the first time. Was that from the other? Okay, tie the bag. Trying to remember what was exactly done at some point. Oh my god, just ignore it, Lauren. Just ignore it. Nicole, hurry up. Have already loaded the jugs into the
Наша
cart.
семья занималась фермерством, сколько я себя помню. Когда родители поженились, они переехали в наш дом в славной деревушке под названием Паскум. Завели небольшое хозяйство, несколько коров. Каждый день матушки начинался с утренней дойки и поездки на рынок.
Our family has been farming for as long as I can remember. When my parents got married, they moved into our house in the glorious village of Pascum. They started a small farm with a few cows every day. Started for Mom with morning milking and a trip to the market. Pretty sure that is a song they're trying to... Wait. I lost frame counter. Look, I may... you can tell when I'm looking at because it's when my eye skirts down to the left. Actually, I don't even know. How does that look? Shush. Also, when I title the streams for these games, I don't have a lot to go off of. I just go basically off of the Steam page because I don't want to spoil... I want to unspoil myself as much as possible, and I think that's relevant to the plot of this.
Батюшка же выгонял скот на пастбище. Я
If
думаю,
I'm
они
not
вполне бы могли
mistaken.
позволить себе нанять пастуха. А отец мог бы посвятить себя более благородной профессии. Но он всегда твердил: «Я никому не доверю своих рогатых, тем более постороннему».
Dad, on the other hand, drove out the cattle to the pasture. I think they could easily afford to hire a shepherd, and Father could devote himself to a more noble profession. But he always insisted, I can't trust anyone with my livestock, especially a stranger. Can I tell Amicus how we're going to herd the cows today? That depends on how you prove yourself, my little helper. I don't know why, just the little shift is funny to... it's funny to me. Not a clear tale, Father, going to the marvelous hit again. Do not complain. We do that one. I'll know it now, bloodthirsty hawks beware. I'll bring my magic sword, the battle location, Pascum Fields. He's bringing a stick to a cow herding. You know what? I like the enthusiasm. Honey, thank you for behaving appropriately and guiding your brother. It would be hard for me to manage this house and the market without your help. She looks very tired, I just realized. I can't do otherwise because it's my responsibility as a daughter. Every time I have to... It's weird saying those words out loud. Someday you will achieve a lot because of your character. Remember my words. Nicole... Oh, now Mother is sad. Mom, I remember. To be attentive, count the change, fill the bottles to the brim. That's not what I mean. What happened? I have a bad feeling. Don't stay out too late today. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. Papa's already waited for too long. Cow? Cow go... 2 years earlier.
Я познакомилась с Андрианом, когда мне было 14.
I genuinely had a moment of I couldn't tell if the music I was hearing was in the game or out around me. I met Adrian, this name is pronounced weird, Adrian, I believe. When I was 14, on that day my mother and I came to Mercatus together. It was the first time bringing me along.
На семейном собрании было решено, что я уже стала достаточно взрослой и смогу торговать сама. А у мамы как раз освободится время на Йохана, уход за коровами и другими делами по хозяйству.
At the family meeting, it was decided that I had grown old enough to trade on my own, and my mom would have more time for Johan, taking care of the cows and other household chores. One moment, adjusting some stuff. Shrink. Think.
Народу сегодня было особенно много.
Adrian sounds very German. I'll say it. That's how I heard her pronounce it. The market was particularly crowded today. That is how I have heard her say it. So that's how I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to pronounce it as much of the good as I can, based off of what I'm hearing. Each trader has his own secrets. There are rumors that this dwarf can outwit you in a blink and you won't even notice. He sells gloves, belts, and lamb leather waistbands, as he claims. But not everyone can distinguish lamb leather from dog leather, which he actively exploits. And this city's shop, a noble-looking lady. She loves to flaunt her knowledge and often use unfamiliar words in conversation. Of course, all this is just to impress you. To seem smarter than you are. To be fair, I'm guilty of the use big word, sound big smart, make other people feel like you are superior tactic. I am guilty of that tactic. I use big words without knowing what they mean. In this weapon shop, the quality of the goods leaves much to be desired, but the seller raises the prices only because his forge is the only one for many miles around. He loves to grumble and bargains very reluctantly.
Мы двигались вглубь рынка, а я крутила головой, жадно изучала все вокруг. Старательно запоминала наставления матушки и вдыхала новые ароматы.
We went deeper into the market, and I turned my head, eagerly studying everything around, diligently memorizing my mother's instructions and inhaling new scents. The air was particularly fine that day. Here's our stall. It is very empty. I didn't even realize when I first went through here. Oh, Vivi! How are you? How's Harold? How's little Johan? Oh, hello, Cassandra. Hello, Cassandra. Long time no see. Mother she looks so tired all the time. I didn't realize. Look. Oh, gods, who is this with you? Is it Nicole? Smile, displeased, grimace. Smile, displeased. Well, it's still early, and I don't want to have stuff go wrong early. Is my thing. How has she grown? I remember her as a little kid. Remember when she used to dream of introducing our children? Wait, how do I consistently misread the same things? Remember when we used to dream of introducing our children? Don't you think it's time? My son is about to join the Emperor's service. He's such a handsome young man. You should see him. You should see him, girls. You'd love him. Listen. After you moved to Pascum, we started communicating so little. Find that I don't feel displeased? Well, look, I do feel displeased, but it's not related to the game at all. It's related to a little number in the lower left corner of my vision that I keep looking at. Coin. I cannot read this font a little. Sometimes I can't read the font. Wait a minute. What happened? Buyer who just left our stall paid for 2 bottles of milk, but I didn't manage to give him change. Cassandra distracted me. Oh, here we go again. All my fault. Nicole, you have to catch it up with him and return the change. Complain incessantly. Yeah, sure, I'll do this. Yeah, sure, I'll do this right there. Why am I talking like Elmo? Elmo, sir, randomly. Okay, Elmo says goodbye. Why in the hell did Elmo come out randomly? You've quickly grasped the second lesson. We must be honest with our customers. I'm gonna do a quick save here. Is this quick load? Yeah, let's quick load. I'm doing this one.
Я уже добежала до центральной статуи посередине рынка, как вдруг столкнулась с прохожим и немного опешила. Это был парень, который, видимо, тоже куда-то спешил и не заметил меня.
I reached the central statue in the middle of the market when suddenly I bumped into a passerby and was a bit stunned. It was a guy who seemed to be in a hurry and didn't notice me. Bump. I think this is what I did there. Oh. Adrian. Be more careful. I don't have time to chat with strangers. Hold on, I've been chasing you since the market. What happened, dear? Your change for milk, you forgot it. Oh. Crush me orc, where is it? Crush me orc? Only 1 coin remained in my face. I probably dropped some when I bumped into the guy. Please forgive me. No worries, sweetheart. I always milk from you. Consider it my gift. Okay, not much of consequence of
Моя
changing
следующая
there.
встреча с Андрианом произошла через месяц, когда я уже сама выезжала торговать на рынок. Я заприметила его сразу же. Те же светлые волосы, темные брюки, темная рубаха и наглый взгляд. Возникало ощущение, что он всегда куда-то спешил.
My next encounter with Adrian happened Adrian, sorry, pronunciation. Happened a month later when I already going to the market to trade on my own. Noticed him right away. Same light hair, dark trousers, dark shirt, and cheeky look. always seemed like he was in a hurry. This is Adrian, the son of the carpenter. Long time no see. How's father doing? Ooh. Being the English voice actor for the game. No, apparently, okay, mild off tangent. If anyone's curious, the streams of Tiny Bunny, apparently well, that is literally my most viewed stream in every metric. There is some people apparently like me reading some of this stuff. This one's a little bit trickier though, because again, there's a lot of longer segments, which is just me awkwardly waiting for her to finish. Which is not exactly an issue of this. It makes it more awkward for streaming or videos of it though. Which is very much that is a me problem, not a game problem. Also birds.
Он что-то отвечал им, приветливо улыбался, но его выдавали глаза.
Also, Bongbon, I say, look at the entirety of the rest of my channel to see what is liked by me.
В какой-то момент он приблизился настолько, что я могла рассмотреть черты его лица.
He responded to them, smiling friendly, but his eyes gave him away. In a frantic rhythm, they darted from side to side, scouring for the next victim. At one point, he approached close enough for me to see the features of his face.
Но он не обращал на меня внимания. Андриан пробирался через людную площадь. Буквально через мгновение спешившая по своим делам худощавая девушка спотыкнулась и упала прямиком на него.
But he didn't pay attention to me. Adrian maneuvered through the crowd square. In an instant, a slim girl rushing about her business stumbled and fell straight onto him. Be careful! I'm sorry, it was an accident. Wait, watch the girl, what? Yeah, watch him.
Я решила понаблюдать за Адрианом. Он старался слиться с толпой, дружелюбно отвечал на приветствия торговцев и продвигался к выходу с рынка.
Nice. I'm glad, well, depending on what is needed, that can be a good or a bad thing. I'll take it as a compliment, though. I decided to observe Adrian. He tried to blend into the crowd, responded cheerfully to the greetings of the merchants, and made his way toward the market
В
exit.
какой-то момент я потеряла его из виду и переключилась на девушку, стоящую около лавки с оберегами. Она намеревалась совершить покупку у местной ведьмы-торговки.
At some point, I lost sight of him and switched my attention to the girl standing near the talisman stall. She seemed intent on making a purchase from the local witch trader. Also, I have to wonder, is there something specifically about my natural voice combined with at least slightly attempting Russian accents at times? Wonder if there's a specific combination that pulls out. This can't be true. The coins are gone. Oh god, that was a horrible read. Cut that. You won't get anything for free. But they were just with me. I counted the copper coins before entering the market. How is that possible? What a nightmare. The thieves are becoming more frequent. You should contact the guards. They will definitely help.
Я направилась к бедной девушке, которую обокрали, с намерением рассказать,
Okay,
что
that's how that
видела.
goes.
Но в этот момент почувствовала руку на своем плече.
I approached the poor girl who got robbed, intending to tell her what I saw, but at that moment I felt a hand on my shoulder. Hey, where are you heading? Seems like I dropped their coins. I thought maybe you saw how it happened. I was going to suggest finding you and asking. Listen, I found her coins on the ground. I thought I should return them, but I couldn't figure out where she went. Let me return them to her myself. Bag of coin in hand. Is this yours? I saw you fall and coins her. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Resetting my brain. Is this yours? I saw you fall and coins fell from your purse. I managed to collect everything I found. Yes, that's exactly how much I had. I don't know how to thank you. Just be more careful next time.
Он пришел на следующий день, уверенный в себе, беззаботный, как будто ничего не произошло.
Look, my brain crashes a lot. He came the next day, confident in himself, carefree, as if nothing had happened. So straightforward. And you're too cheeky, I must say. I'm Adrian. Nicole, While you shake my hand, are you calculating my today's earnings in your head? How perceptive. Okay, joking. Don't worry, I won't do it again. Why is he looking though? I don't know what. Why is it weird to me that he's that he's just looking off to this side? Actually, oh wow, that's fun thing. You can see. I try and move my mouse here, it stops there. You can see where I have extra monitors. That's funny. Oh. Oh right, it's the doll scene. I'm actually okay. A little early in the stream for this. I am gonna do a quick be right back before continuing this real quick. So hardunkadunk. Where is my hardunkadunk? Thwardunk. Yeah, real quick. Where's my buttons? Real quick, we are back. I'm back. Sorry, just enjoying the music that switched off for a moment. Now then. Now then, let's go to the girl playing with dolls. Come here, you'll be Nicole, and you'll be Adrian. Well, you shake my hand, that you calculated my today's earnings in your head. Okay, it's the same stuff they did. You won't steal, will you? Hey, keep it down, someone might hear us. I didn't think you cared about the others. No, not at all. I just decided to change. Don't believe you. Just like that, decided? Yes, just decided. To be honest, I don't know where to start. Oh my god, why are you so demonic? Oh, I know why you're so demonic. Specifically, it's because this pupil is nearly non-existent. I can tell you that's why you're very demonic to me, this child is. Sadly, there is no exorcism that can help right about now. Nicole's playing with dolls. Are you a little girl? And who's the second doll you were talking to? You were spying on me? Come here, you little rascal. Nicole's in love, Mom, Dad, Nicole's in love. Ah, great, don't taunt people about that. Shut up right now. Exactly. Thank you for yelling at the child in the way they deserve.
Со временем мы сработались. Я уговорила Адриана попробовать продавать мебель, которую мастерил его отец. В прошлом известный столяр.
Over time, we worked well together. I convinced Adrian to try selling the furniture his father crafted, a former renowned carpenter.
После смерти жены он не смог смириться с утратой и стал завсегдатаем таверны. Постепенно отец Адриана пропил все накопления, что у них были.
After his wife's death, he couldn't cope with the loss and became a regular visitor in the tavern. Gradually, Adrian's father drank away all their savings. Sorry, I forgot. This font is a little bit confusing for me sometimes.
Я внушила надежду сначала Адриану, а тот смог разбудить в отце еще не успевшее угаснуть чувство долга перед сыном. Столярная мастерская вновь заработала, а Адриан смог открыть лавку по соседству со мной.
First, I gave Adrian hope, and then he managed to revive his father's long-buried sense of duty towards his son. The carpentry shop started working again, and Adrian was able to open a store next to mine.
Мы прикрывали друг друга. Я могла отойти по своим делам и знала, что Адриан не обманет меня. Он будет вежлив как со своими, так и с моими клиентами. А когда я вернусь, то заберу всю выручку и комплименты от довольных покупателей.
Sorry, I almost got overeager there. We covered for each other. I could attend to my own affairs, knowing that Adrian wouldn't deceive me. He would be polite to both mine and his customers, and when I returned, I'd take all the earnings and compliments from satisfied buyers. Help Adrian.
Я изучила все вопросы, связанные с мебелью. Могла рассказать, сделан этот стол.
I know it makes me do all three of them, so that's why I'm not particularly
а по цвету определять
doing it in
белковые
any particular order.
которыми она могла быть поражена. Когда я заменяла Адриана на рынке, он уделял время тренировкам.
I studied all matters related to furniture. I could tell if a chair was made of oak or pine, learned to recognize the age of wood, and by its color identify fungal infections it might have. When I replaced Adrian at the market, he dedicated time to training.
Однажды он рассказал мне, что давно мечтает путешествовать, объехать всю империю, побывать в столице и стать приближенным к императору. Но в наше мирное время ему светила лишь должность охранника на рынке, что было далеко не пределом его мечтаний.
One day he told me that he had dreamed of traveling, going around the entire empire, visiting the capital and becoming close to the emperor. But in our peaceful times, his fate was limited to being only a guard at the market, which was far from his dreams. And now time to read book.
Я могла посидеть в тихом местечке с книгой в руках, пока Адриан заменял нас обоих на рынке.
I could sit in a quiet spot with a book in hand while Adrian covered for both of us at the market. Oh, right. Hello, Adri. Hello. Hilaria. Okay, that name is a hell of a one to pronounce at times. I see things are going well for you. Yeah, can't complain. Surprisingly warm day today.
Она что, совсем не собиралась оставить нас в покое?
Is she not planning to leave us alone at all? Did you know there's a performance in the square tonight? Jesters are coming, can you imagine? And they'll have trained dogs. Seriously? Oh. Yes, I thought... Wouldn't you like to join me for old time's sake?
Дружбой там и не пахло. Какое-то время они учились вместе грамоте. Какая между ними может быть дружба?
Friendship had nothing to do with it. For a while they studied literacy together. What kind of friendship could there be? Sorry, I was just laughing. They studied literacy together. Could I have joined them? That I feel could help me at times. Because I don't feel I am fully literate at times. Certainly, I'd be happy
Меня
to.
это не волновало. Нисколечко.
I couldn't care less, not at all. And I'll see you in the evening. Turn away. Okay, do this one.
Неуместно короткая юбка болталась в разные стороны, когда она, виляя ягодицами, удалялась от наших лавок. Я, наконец, подняла ресницы и, пересилив себя, пристально взглянула ей вслед, пытаясь разглядеть, что же в ней такого особенного.
Her inappropriately short skirt swung in different directions as she swaying her hips, moved away from our shops. Finally, I lifted my lashes and, overcoming myself, stared intently at her, trying to discern what made her so special. So this before, I'll say it again. The fact that the skirt is going... I don't know. Different standards of inappropriate, I guess, but the fact that the skirt is going down below the bottom of this, to me is saying it's long enough.
Взявшись из ниоткуда, поток ветра подхватил юбку и задрал так высоко, что Илария вскрикнула и прижала ее руками. Она перешла на бег, подхватывая деталь своего гардероба то спереди, то сзади. Ее волосы растрепались, и, утратив былой блеск, свисали клочьями. А внутри меня ликовал победитель настолько, что я даже не сразу осознала тот факт, что управляю стихиями.
To be fair for it, those are fun options to have at times. Also, unexpected gusts of wind picked up her skirt and lifted it so high, Hilaria screamed. I should have listened to how she pronounced Hilaria. Screamed and pressed it down with both hands. She started running, pressing down parts of her skirt from front and back. Her hair got tousled, losing its former luster, and hanged in tatters. Inside me, the victor was rejoicing so much I didn't immediately realize I was able to control the elements. I wish I had done a quick save. Okay, that might be a free time thing. I want to know what happens if you just wish she disappears. Our days. Right, okay, we're back to the present now. This is also where I ended and killed the last stream that doesn't exist anymore. Nicole. I remember it. Brim, it's not what I mean. What happened? I have a bad feeling don't stay out too late today. Everything will be fine, don't worry. Alda's already waiting for too long. Oh! Sweetheart, I know it's hot. Hold on just a little bit more. We'll be at the market in an hour. Once we get there, I'll get you water. Question. Just a little bit more, we'll be there now. How long is this trip is my question. If 1 hour is just a little bit longer. Maybe it's worth asking Mom for a day off and suggesting Adrian go to the beach together. We could... Dropping a quick save real quick. Oh, okay. No, that... So this is deciding to bring or leave the brother. There's an extra N on Johan in here. Yes, I am nitpicky. Yes, with one N on Johan, with two. Look, for it, that is a trend. I'm guessing that... I don't get how that happens with a name, but that is a... I'm guessing that's a translation issue. I'm not at all expecting the translation to be 100% perfect. So... But, while I'm not expecting it to be perfect, I'm also going to point it out every single time I notice it. Take Johan with us. Leave Johan behind. I did just drop a quick save. I want to do one playthrough where I'm fully committed to whatever option, though. I'm gonna say leave
Мы бы
behind.
лежали под палящим солнцем и наслаждались свободой. Прекрасный пейзаж, обжигающий мягкий песочек, загар ровно ложится на мою кожу. Рядом друг. Да, мой самый близкий друг.
We would lie under the scorching sun and savor the freedom. Beautiful landscape, the searing soft sand, the sun's glow gently caressing my skin, and next to me a friend. Yes, my closest friend.
В этот момент Адри мог бы спросить, не хочу ли я искупаться. Я не люблю холодную воду, но я бы не смогла ему отказать, ведь знаю, как он обожает плавать. Он бы подал мне руку, помогая подняться.
At that moment, Adrian could have asked if I wanted to take a swim. I don't like cold water, but I wouldn't be able to refuse him, knowing how much he loves to swim.
Мы бы вместе зашли в воду, и я, невольно съеживаясь, пересилила бы желание заверещать от неприятного ощущения. Он бы раскусил меня сразу. И, смеясь, окуная ладони в поток ледяного ручья, обрушил бы на меня водопад из брызг.
He would extend his hand, helping me to rise. We would enter the water, and I would overcome the desire to squeal from the unpleasant sensation. He would see through me immediately, and laughing, submerging his hands into the stream of icy water, would shower me with a waterfall of splashes. I have never heard it described as a waterfall of splashes, but that is impressive.
А я, если бы чуть дольше развивала свои магические таланты, могла бы провести ладонью по речной глади, дабы огромная волна накрыла его с головой.
And if I had developed my magical abilities for a little longer, I could have run my hand along the river's surface, causing a huge wave to engulf him completely. Okay, how powerful of a mage are you?
Интересно, что бы об этом сказала Илария?
I wonder what Hilaria... Hilaria! Okay, that is how she pronounced it. I'm sorry, I like hearing her pronounce things so that I'm unsure of, because then it gives me like, oh, this is how you pronounce this name.
Увидеть выражение ее лица на этот рассказ было бы моей лучшей наградой.
To see her expression... to see the expression on her face after her listening to this story would be my best reward. I'm the best horse voice actor you've ever seen. Well, here we are, and once again, Markatos, our workplace, Alda.
Сегодня я добралась до рынка слишком рано. Покупатели еще только собирались покидать свои дома с целью потратить медики, а продавцы только начинали раскладывать товары на лавках.
Okay. Random thing before continuing. I'm dropping approximately somewhere between around about 3% of the stream's frames are dropping, but it comes in little hiccups. So, God, I'm hoping it doesn't go too. I'm hoping this doesn't come across as too unwatchable. I am terribly sorry. Today I arrived at the market too early. The buyers were just starting to leave their homes with the intention of spending their coppers, and the vendors were only beginning to arrange their goods in the
Адриан
stocks.
еще не появился, и, пользуясь случаем, я решила внимательно изучить свиток, который он недавно мне приносил.
Adrian had not yet appeared, and taking advantage of the opportunity, I decided to carefully study the scroll he had brought me recently.
Это был опросный лист для начинающих магов. При обнаружении в себе магических способностей ты мог попробовать устроиться на службу к самому императору. Это считалось вершиной успеха.
It was a questionnaire for novice mages. Upon discovering magical abilities within oneself, it was possible to attempt to join the service of the Emperor himself. That was considered the peak of
Но прежде
success.
предстояло пройти череду тестов и выявить, насколько ты талантлив, предан делу и, как ни странно, честен с окружающими.
However, before that, it was mandatory to undergo a series of tests to determine how dedicated to the cause, and strangely enough, honest with those around, the participant truly was. Bribe instead of decided. No, the font okay, I'm glad. Thank you for confirming. I'm not entirely crazy when I confuse D's and B's with this font. It's a fun font. It's just not the most clear to me attempting to read.
От твоих честных ответов на вопросы будет зависеть наше будущее. Правда и ложь в твоих руках. Как отвечать, решать только тебе.
Our future will vary based on your honest answers to the questions. Truth or lies are in your hands. How to respond is for you to decide, Loon. Well, time for the personality test portion of this. Have you ever stolen anything? I'm genuinely trying to think. There's a few technicalities. I'm just gonna say no or admit to committing a crime. Hey, look, I'm thinking about this through the stature of limitations on a few of these things. I'm trying to think of technicality of if these count. No. Okay. I'm going to. The only thing I have legitimately myself alone stolen were pennies from a take a penny, leave a penny jar. That is the only thing I have myself stolen. The other stuff was partially, like, handed or given to me. Stream's audio bitrate is currently 0. No, the game is just playing no audio. So, based off of that technicality, no. Have you ever wished ill on your opponents? I have wished very violent things on certain people. Karma changed. You found out the salesman gave you extra change, and you are just having trouble with money. Will you give it back or keep it? Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. I have actually, not too long ago, had a similar experience with this, where I was trying to buy something, and the person was whatchamacallit, they were gonna charge me like 1/3 because they forgot to scan a bunch of stuff. Horrible things that happen to people that is like they're lying. That's kind of what I think. However, I told them immediately, like, hey, you're undercharging me for this. However, on a self-checkout, I can tell you I was given a wrong bill out of that, and I said nothing. I'm going specifically with the wording here. Salesman, when it's a person, I noticed it. Oh, and you are having trouble with money. Give it. I'll give it back. Do you resent your parents in your heart? Okay, we're getting real personal here. We're getting real personal here. Specifically for one of them. Karma changed. Which is better, bitter truth or sweet lie? I am look, I am I am known for being brutally honest. Oh. That went from 0 to 100 very quickly. You're not wrong. Also, one second. My headphone is like tangle corded. But yeah, you know, if my answer to that doesn't tell you that I'm answering that honestly, I don't know what will. Well, the questions are something. Maybe it's worth trying to develop my abilities and join the service for the good of the Empire. Anything is better than selling milk at the market. I wonder how I have a strange feeling the fact that this is partially filled with red is not a good thing. Can't even go. God. Wolfie, I am so sorry for you. Hey, Nicole. Pretend not to notice him. He's a friend. Why would I? Okay. Looks like it's going to be a hot day today. What do you think? For sure. Don't sit in the sun. ... Or you'll end up all baked and overdone, like an overdone toast. But it is very dead right now. That is highly unfortunate. I'm still dropping on average 3% of the frames of this stream. I'm not in danger of that. Come on in. Enter his stall, stay plate. Screw it, go in. Oh! Thanks, Archie. You saved me when he struck. I owe you with my life. I hope the buyers don't lose me. Oh, I'll say I can somewhat agree, but it is I do it very obviously as a joke, and then I'm like, oh hey, didn't see you there, buddy. All your copper coins for the day. All your copper coins for the day on you. You give them to me and we're settled. Oh, come on. Just kidding. You know, I've wanted to tell you for a long time. Nico! It's Mr. Frock. It's Mr. Frock. Every week he buys exactly 2 bottles of milk, a basket of dragonberries, and a piece of boar meat at the market. I know the habits of most of my customers, and rarely do any of them change their taste. But why now? Such bad timing. Hello, Mr. Frock, as usual for you? Yeah. And you know my preferences? 2 bottles to the brim. Did you want to say something? No. Later. Oh, what magnificent stools. Do you produce furniture yourself or get supplied from capital? Is the milk fresh? Hasn't it soured yet? Our family is well known for the dairy products in the district. Take it, you won't regret it. Ah. Let me pass, don't push. 1 bottle, please. That'll be 6 coppers. Have a great day. The internet providers are lovely. Succeed in selling milk to customers, huh? So I guess okay, well, succeed. I did the game. So, impatient customer, look, people, when it's a multi-hour horse ride to even get to the market from where these people live, I can understand why people would be impatient. Your lifespan is probably shorter, and B, everyone's gonna die probably. Yeah, you're all dying quicker, and time is wasteful. Selling fresh milk to everyone interested and earning 30 coppers is not the problem.
Наплыв покупателей продолжался. Я машинально разливала молоко по кувшинам, принимала деньги за товар и отдавала сдачу, погружаясь в свои мысли.
The influx of customers continued. I mechanically poured milk into pitchers, accepted money for the goods, and gave change, lost in thought.
Я думала о теплом песчаном пляже, холодном потоке воды и о том, что мне не хватает времени, чтобы развивать свои магические способности.
I thought about the warm sandy beach, the cold stream of water, and the fact that I didn't have enough time to develop my magical abilities.
Мне необходимо
Magic the milk!
читать больше книг. Возможно, мне стоило бы на какое-то время переехать в столицу на официальное обучение к известным магичкам.
Excuse me for the yawn. I needed to study and read more books. Perhaps it would be worth moving to the capital for some time for official training with renowned mages.
Йохан уже достаточно взрослый и не требует такого пристального внимания. А мать могла бы заменить меня на рынке.
Johan's already old enough and doesn't require such close attention. And mother could replace me at the market.
Мне стало не по себе от мысли, что я долго не увижу своих довольных покупателей. Не смогу улыбаться и вручать им бутылки с нашим домашним молоком.
I felt uneasy at the thought that I wouldn't see my satisfied customers for a long time. Wouldn't be able to smile and hand them bottles of our fresh
Мне стало
milk.
не по себе от того, что я могу не увидеть Адриана. Не спрошу, как у него дела, и не узнаю его дальнейших планов на жизнь. Не узнаю, куда именно они собираются сегодня пойти вместе с Иларией.
I felt uneasy at the idea that I might not see Adrian. I wouldn't ask how he's doing and wouldn't learn about his future plans. I couldn't find out exactly where they were planning to go today with Hilaria. No mentrails. What is the sour stuff? What? Something happened. What's wrong with the milk? Try it yourself. I'm going to smell first.
Поднесла бутыль к носу. Резкий запах проник в мое сознание и перевернул там все вверх дном. От молока несло кислятиной.
And that's how you avoid
Каким оно
sickness.
было на вкус.
I brought the milk to my nose. The sharp smell penetrated my consciousness and turned everything upside down there. The milk smelled of sourness. Was it worth trying what it tasted like?
Пересилила подступающий к горлу ком, вылила противную жидкость в ведро, находящееся за прилавком, и вернула покупателю бутыль.
Suppressing the rising lump in my throat, I poured the unpleasant liquid into a bucket behind the counter and returned the bottle to the buyer. This is a new recipe, you just haven't acquired taste for it yet. Ah yes, that's what you say after you gag and pour it out. I don't think I could sell this if I even if I tried. Yeah. Give me my money back. Here we go. Customer satisfaction is our top priority. Ding. What's wrong? Something about the milk. I don't know what. There were no problems with the first picture. Check the second picture. Let me help you. Why is Crush Me Orc? We're trying to sell you an old brick. Oh, I swear, look, the hair is natural and it also High White Knight. Also, is Crush Me Orc just a common... I don't know. That saying is odd in my brain. Crush Me Orc. It curdled. Look. There are white flakes floating in the glass. The whole picture's ruined. Oh, it's all nonsensical. Don't be upset. Tomorrow you'll more than make up for its cost. Oh, I mean, if it is an incredibly hot day, then that would, Yeah, if it's an incredibly hot day, that makes sense. Also, White Knight, what are you taking out of context? I have said many a thing at this point. Tomorrow. Go home early or take a little rest. Lie in bed with a new book. You still haven't started reading it, have you? I haven't started. It's true. I already started. It's a lie. The Crush Me Orc thing. Look, just start. I'm gonna say, start using Crush Me Orc in day-to-day life and see how that does in life. Just see how that gets you in life. Loon out of context. Buddy, if you want Loon out of context, there is an entire channel in the Discord entitled Loon Quotes. If you want to scroll through that, please see some of the stuff I have said. Or if you want to go through the clips, you can probably see a few of the things with less context as well. There is an entire Discord channel to me being out of context. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't started. Coin. That's great. It's the perfect time to start. Perhaps I'll be acquainted with the most powerful mages of the Empire in the future, and she's spending time selling some milk. I mean, if you would like to read that lovely collection of out-of-context me stuff, many dots. Almost forgot, I prepared a small gift for you. Take it. It's an amulet. Oh, fire. The symbol on it is associated with fire. This symbol is a drawing of fire. And your hair reminds me of this element. Every time I see you, I hope it brings you luck. Adrian, I don't know what to say. Thank you, I will cherish it. For however long I continue to have it. Talking about me being a random question. How long do you think that video would be of just taking mildly out of context clips, slapping them together, and going that, because I don't even know how long that would be, and I honestly, part of that, the reason I don't know how long that would be is because I can't be bothered to go through the many, at this point, hundreds of hours of stream content that I've done in my time. Until tomorrow, my milk princess. Buddy, you don't call a woman that until you have a kid with her, okay? That's when it becomes appropriate. Just kidding, it never becomes appropriate, but at least it would be accurate. My achievement unlocked my princess. What? Yeah, no, I have received the achievement my milk princess. Remember what Adrian called her. Oh, there's a lot of achievements. Also, I did miss an achievement. I'm wondering if wait a minute. I have to wonder. There are a lot of achievements in this game. Sorry, I was seeing if I could tell which one I missed. That is my bad. I don't actually need to check that. Other way. My Milk Princess. Why is that the name? Nicole, I watched the pictures yesterday evening. Did you notice anything strange? No, everything was usual. This has never happened to us. I don't understand anything. Was it a particularly hot day? Wait, I think I'm starting to understand. What time did you wash the pictures? Before dinner, your father had just returned from the pasture, and Johan. And Johan was running in the yard with Amicus. They're playing Witcher and Monster. Johan was the Witcher. He was going to brew a magical potion that could instantly immobilize the monster and turn it into stone. Oh yes, he took a few lemons from you, a bunch of sorrel, and poured some flower oil into a small flask. Johan! Oh god, that is a petrified looking mother. Looks like someone won't have pie today. He's a clever boy. Conveniently thought out. Mix everything in a large container and pour it into his flasks. Nicole, be careful! What? What's happening? Oh, we're finally hitting. We are an hour in-ish. We are about an hour in, and we're finally hitting the crux point. Let's get an earthquake. Don't get too close to the walls. Alda, she's all in the yard. You need to go out there and calm her down. Be careful, things are falling. Catch them. Wait, we are an hour in my. Oh my god, that spelling gave me a verbal seizure. Catch! Catch! Quick time events. Try opening the door. Wait.
Я почувствовала запах гари и повернула голову по направлению к северу. Весь горизонт был в дыму. Дым будто
I was busy spam clicking the door trying to open it.
Между Паскумом и Меркатусом.
I need to go back. There's a problem with spam clicking being a mechanic in a visual novel is you click through a lot of things. Everything okay? Yes, Johan looks like blah 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 blah. Be careful, what's happening? Blah blah blah. Calm her down. Be careful, sweetheart. Calm down. Calm down. It's all over. Dear, it's not just an earthquake. Can give people. Yeah. Well, I mean. In the case of me, it's a little bit trickier to give that to one of these. I won't say out loud which one, but I have a feeling you can... What the hell? Sorry, the smoke in the background behind me. I have a feeling you can figure out which one is a bit trickier to give that to. Alright, back to my little corner. I smelled smoke and turned my head northward. The entire horizon was shrouded in smoke. The smoke... like an impenetrable stone wall, covered the space between Pascom and Mercatus. My legs gave way and I found myself on the trampled ground.
Остальное я помню как в тумане.
The rest I remember is in a haze.
В наше время магов, ведьм, ученых и философов
In
никто
order
даже и
to,
подумать
no
не
one
мог,
could
что на нас упадет метеор.
even think of
Хоть бы
meteor
одна
falling us.
дряхлая ведьма
If
увидела
only
бы
it
это во сне.
would have seen,
А
oh
затем
my god,
прошептала
and then
бы
whispered
императорской страже.
the Imperial
Хоть бы
Guard.
один всезнающий
At least one
маг,
of the
который
all-knowing
к слову
mages
знал о
who,
стихии
by the
всё
way, knew
будет
everything
добрый
about the
предел
elements
нас.
from get-go would be,
Но нет.
but no.
Огромный неподъемный
Like
кусок
rocks
камня
like
разделил нашу
so-
жизнь на до и после.
Before and after,
Есть только
there are
две
only
вещи,
two
за которые
things
нам
that
стоит благодарить богов.
there's a gods for. The first is that the meteorite didn't fall on Maractus. Crowd Square, and 2, that didn't pass come off the face of the earth. It crashed neatly between our settlements, tore the earth's surface to shreds, and left behind a gaping fissure. Fissure across the empire, dividing our lands in two. Thus came the concept of Protoss and Apothos. Our people called themselves Protoss. We worshipped our emperor Stavros for not letting his people such a difficult time for us. A village east of Pascom was designated for trade. Only there was not much to trade except the merchants felt their business moving through in portals and marketas, buying up some goods and selling them at triple the price in the new movement. I've always wondered other people in Marketas and other northern cities whose grain supply before the meteorite fell from lands from the south survived. It was said the severe famine broke out the city is flooded with beggars, refugees, countries, and emperors of mercy. But what can he do? We talked to rain possible, and it would have been reckless to carry such a heavy wyverns. For about a year, our territories were looking for new ways to develop and trying to make contacts. The whole sticking point was the emperor, the people, always small treasury, maintain the capital of the place, and helping it run their economy. One day, Potsdam simply refused to pay taxes and disowned the emperor. Emperor Stavros decided not to resort to messenger but reports, and accompanied 2 guards plunged about wyvern. On the other side, they were already something. They were a ruler of opposite. An orc from a powerful world city had made it clear that now he would collect all taxes from the northern lands. No one knew for certain what was supposed to be or negotiations ended. Rumors narrate, and we were left to guess, or believe whatever they wanted us to believe. After the day, Emperor Stavros issued a decree. Oh my god! Okay, sorry, I had to go into hardcore. I didn't realize. Also, Bagel, yes, this is another Russian visual novel. So yeah, it would fall in line with Tiny Bunny, which I'm still looking forward to chapter 5, whenever that may come. I don't know when that is. Hardcore reading. Look, I missed a lot of details in there, and I was probably covering a few as well. Oh, that's really unfortunate. My body was covering a few. I need to drink water after that. Also, I just read the first line of this decree. All males between the ages of 15 and 50 are summoned to the capital to serve, learn the craft of war, and prepare to confront the apostates. Between the ages of 15 and 50? Clearly more than one watching. Look, White Knight, I've had YouTube say... Look, White Knight and Furret both chatting. On my end, it's saying there are currently 0 viewers, and also YouTube has said my stream has had negative viewership in the past. So, you know, there's just... Furret isn't real. Well, Furret is real, but Furret is never in one place there because always walking. All residents who have any rudiments of magic are required to report to the palace, where they will be tested and then placed in special schools to develop their talents. All witches are required to report themselves and register if even a single wizard is spotted beyond the rift. If even a single portal flashes in the air, its creator will be considered a traitor and will be beheaded upon his return to his native lands. The decree takes effect immediately. Emperor Stavros of the west of the gate, of the great, rest of the great. Until tomorrow, my milk You can't use Milk Princess in a serious scene. I think this is... I think, the term, my milk... Look, anyone in my chat who is currently single, please go up to to anyone you become interested in and open with, "Well, hello, my milk princess." And see how well that goes for you. Could you... It's just a dream. Another dream. I'm actually going to be right back real quick. I don't know why I clicked into here. I could have just left it on the milk princess line. But yeah, I'm going to do a quick be right back before continuing this. We've took this long, but we have finally hit the actual technical starting point of the main plot of the game. So real quick, Flippy. Go up to Melting Love and say that. Well, I'm going to point it this way. She is like the least appropriate person to say that to because there is no milk. No, you have to stay 1 kilometer away at all times? You know what? At least you tried. But either way, I also realize, that's interesting. Discord has the Russian name written out in as far as like it's saying me play this, which those who did not hear, Russian name of this game, День, который, забрал тебя, assuming Google Translate and all that was not lying to me, which it very well could have been. But yeah, real quick, be right back. I did not fully press the button to unmute myself. But I'm gonna say this. For it, I wonder if the effeminate assumption from the part of White Knight came from the fact that it was a running bit for a while that you are, quote unquote, the sexy librarian. Also, is there no? I guess the game is just not putting music out right now. I have the amount of time. Well, it doesn't happen as much nowadays, but there was a time where there was even just out randomly me doing my own stuff. I actually think that where people don't know what I am, and I will say there are a couple of. I'm going to tell my two favorite instances of confusion. One was two small children, a brother and a sister. They both just stared up at me. I am very tall, so they had to look quite a ways up, and they were tiny. And then as I passed them, I hear the sister go, "It's a boy, girl!" And then they went into a debate over if I was a boy or and I quote, boy girl. The second was when an older man, looks at me, and to greet me, he says, "Sir," proceeds to look all the way down my body, all the way back up to my face. "Ma'am," with the most confused expression I've ever seen. My only response to that one was just, "Yes?" One kid's No, I don't. Oh god, I wonder if boy girl was what a small child would call a femboy. Oh, that's questionable. I actually said it in a recent... I don't know, but yeah, no, I have straight up had people confused. Also, I put it this way, for the confirmation of male or female. If I was female, I don't think I would be able to get away with this on this website at the very least. Yes, I have a remove top button just kind of built in. Why? Because I can. Anyway, back to the game. Or to the visual novel. Game, visual novel? Yes. But yeah, the two children had a back and forth over if I was a boy or a boy girl for a solid minute. It's just a dream. Another dream. Will you ever leave my dreams alone?
Я подошла к сундуку около кровати, приподняла крышку и нащупала такой знакомый предмет, завернутый в кусок ткани.
I approached the chest near the bed, lifted the lid, and felt the touch of a familiar object wrapped in a piece of fabric.
Мне нравилось смотреть на амулет, который когда-то подарил мне Адриан.
I enjoyed looking at the amulet that Adrian had once given me.
Так я ощущала себя живой. Понимала, что мои воспоминания реальны. И много лет назад я действительно была с ним знакома.
That's how I felt alive. I understood that my memories were real, and many years ago I truly knew him. Time to introduce myself. My name is Nicole, the fiery beast, as men call me, when they think I can't hear them. This is the first time I have seen your eyes. I have green eyes. I want to color pick them, but they looked more blue from a distance, but I think if we got closer they are green. Long red hair. And detestable freckles all over my face. I don't tie my hair into a ponytail like before, except for very rare cases. Now I can afford that. Damir or the job. I serve as a close mage to the Emperor Stavros. With a simple gesture, I can summon a storm in a glass of water, set fire in the fireplace in our home with Damir, open a portal, and fly to visit my parents. However, I rarely use the last option. I have quite a bit of work at the palace. I examine girls who believe they have magical abilities. How naive they are. How naive? Well, I mispronounced that hardcore. How naive they are. Although I was once the same. I assign talented apprentices to schools in forts and nearby districts. Those who show little aptitude are sent to train with the city's most renowned witch, Ascarid. I have been with her for the last 10 years. 10 years! Oh boy. Since I was invited to the palace and sent for training myself. Oh god, it's been 10 years since the beginning event. Oh no, it's been... Oh god, that is a painful time jump now. Oh no, you have been... If they aren't destined to become great mages, perhaps they'll learn a couple of spells and brew some potions, which could be useful on the battlefield against the apostates. Could I use that for apostles? 10 years is a long time. That, to be fair, that gets the point across of meteor hits, the speed reading portion I did happened, and then we enter super, just in the future hell type. I wouldn't call it hell, but quite a distant reality from what we started with. The simple go, sell the milk. Oh no, it's sour, and now it's like, well, I serve the emperor. Talk about Damir. The 11 apostates in one summer. This look, I would like that. Trust me, if it, I would very much like that. However, I don't think her being able to fight against apostates would help against the apostles. What about Damir? Who is Damir? I live with Damir. He is a knight in the palace. Well, I guess I say who's Damir in the first thing that is answered. Hailing from an ancient and powerful lineage, commanding a formidable military unit. Right after the catastrophe, Damir's family, the Eternals from the Giant's Rock, supported the Emperor, so he often dispatched his army on the most responsible and crucial missions. I'm sorry, but coming from a family entitled the Eternals from the Giant's Rock, that is badass. After the breath of the eldest of the Eternal clan... Oh, the death. The D's and B's look so similar. Oh, it's because... It's middle of the... Wait. Lowercase d... Ew. It's because lowercase d is just like the normal capital D, but it's just smaller in this font. Gotcha. After the death of the eldest of the Eternal clan, Damir came to affirm his loyalty to the Emperor. That's how we met, at the palace. It's been 5 years since then. Damir's kind. I don't know how positive inequalities and unwavering strictness can coexist in him, especially when it comes to work. He is impeccably mannered, slightly older than me, but intelligent and experienced beyond his years. You're not married, I wouldn't assume unless you explicitly said so. Due to the events of the last 10 years, weddings have become rare. We simply live together, not thinking that any day could be a last. Gotcha, so just marriages are just incredibly rare now. Font. Sorry, I was like, fond, what are you fond of? I love him. I've loved him from the very moment we first saw each other. Although, no. It would be more honest to admit that I can't pinpoint the exact day when I realized it. Good morning, did you wake up early? Oh. Remember, I mentioned that Stavros is planning to gather all the military leaders. I recall. Turns out I'm invited to this party too. I love parties. Can I come with you? You don't have your own army yet, do you? Or did I miss something? You can't even imagine what my army of magic users is capable of. No magical army in the world compares to the leader of the fiery beasts, Nicole. Chainmail armor when at home. Look, back in the day, they had very limited options for protection. So obviously you gotta wear the chainmail to bed. They didn't quite figure out how to work sheepskin into that yet. They didn't have latex. They just wore chainmail into bed, and that was their form of protection. No knight in the world compares to the leader of the snoring orcs, Damir. Are you ready, O Great One, to bestow upon me your kiss? Do I get to kiss?
Руки обвились вокруг его шеи, ладони соединились, и никто в этой комнате, даже будучи здесь, не обратил бы внимания на то, как шелохнулся указательный палец моей руки.
My hands wrapped around his neck, palms meeting, and no one in this room, even if they were here, would have noticed the slight movement of my index finger. Should I perhaps request it on one knee?
Своим взглядом я выражала согласие. Он прикрыл глаза и потянулся за поцелуем, когда помещение озарила яркая фиолетовая вспышка.
With my gaze, I expressed consent. He closed his eyes and leaned in for the kiss when the room was illuminated by a bright purple flash.
В центре комнаты
Oh, random portal!
очертания арки. Бурлящая спираль огоньков плясала в ее центре. В воздухе повис едкий запах серы.
Suddenly, random portal to interrupt the sexy times. In the corner of the room, a faint outline of an arch appeared. A swirling spiral of sparks danced at its core. The acrid smell of sulfur hung in the air. Oh, that's not romantic.
Наши губы соприкоснулись, и я, что есть сил, толкнула Дамира в портал.
Our lips met, and with all my strength, I pushed Damir into the portal. Wait, what? Wait, what? Did I miss something?
Он не ожидал, оступился и растворился в воздухе. Я шагнула за ним.
He didn't expect it, stumbled, and dissolved into the air. I stepped after him. We'll talk at home.
Дамир был в бешенстве, но я понимала, что он не начнет выяснять отношения при посторонних, тем более при императоре, тем более во время совета.
It wasn't a random portal, she deliberately did that one. Gotcha. Damir was furious, but I understood that he wouldn't start sorting things out in front of the others, especially in front of the Emperor, especially during the council. Oh god, he's old! Well, who do we have here? Oh, Imperial Majesty, Stavros of the Great Nest, the main magical power of the Empire at your service. Long time no see, Your Imperial Majesty. Is there a spot for me at the council? You know what? There we go.
Oh, Nicole, I'm not at all surprised you can't abandon an old man, be it an apocalypse or a simple gathering of military leaders.
By following your own decrees, I was simply obligated to attend the council. Otherwise, you might have considered my absence as ignorance. Haven't saved in a while, I just now realized.
When my wife... When my wife passed away, I was left with only a son and a daughter.
Don't interrupt the Emperor. I've already heard this story. I personally have not heard this story. I don't care if Nicole has in her past 10 years of existence. I'm listening.
By the laws, the son is destined for the throne. As for my daughter, I had to marry her off and send her to live with her husband beyond the Empire.
So you lost your wife and daughter?
One day I saw her features in you, Nicole. Over time, you became more than just my magical right hand. I've always treated you in a special way.
Сегодня он был чересчур разговорчив. А еще я всем нутром чувствовала подвох, ведь он не позвал меня на совет.
Today he was unusually talkative, and deep down, I felt something was amiss, as he didn't invite me to the council. What's the secret meeting for? What are you planning?
You'll find out soon enough.
For yourself, I misread that completely. Secretly has it. Wait, which? Which one woman? Let's get an invitation to the front row. The main character. I don't know. Well, some of them are less subtle about that. Well, so let me join the council. Ooh. Wait. Karma change. I don't know. Sorry, okay, I think red is bad, so I'm getting rid of bad karma. I think. From my answers to the quiz. Don't disappoint the council with your absence. You know how important your word is to us. Now you have time to fly and change. Super... Yes, Furry. Furry, you don't have that high of an HP pool usually, do you? What's it? History? What are you planning? You'll find out for yourself. Interesting. Usually high speed, medium HP. Greetings, my advisors and cronies. Do you normally call people your cronies? We live in challenging times. The burden of war has fallen upon us. For the past 10 years, the apostates have not left us alone. Buddy, I feel ya. For me, it's apostles, but I get ya. Taking over our lands. We are forced to find new ways of development. Limit our people in the consumption of resources and goods. During this difficult period for the Empire, I learned of an impending sabotage.
Я всегда догадывалась, что у нас есть свои шпионы на той стороне.
I
Забавно, но слово императора оказалось важнее его же изданного закона.
always guessed we had our own spies on the other side. Funny, but the Emperor's word was more important than his own issued law.
Все мы помнили указ о том, что любой, кто появлялся за чертой разлома, являлся предателем и должен был быть казнен. Ох, сколько голов небезызвестных купцов полегло за это время.
We all remembered the decree that anyone who appeared beyond the rift line was a traitor and had to be executed. Oh, how many heads of not known merchants have fallen in the meantime. Also, I'm going to point it this way. I don't know that I've had dreams about Lobotomy Corporation, but I've had the points where I wake up hearing sound effects of the Clyfoth meltdown, or specifically after the first White Knight incident. I know I was hearing certain White Knight related noises long. My water bottle just spat all over me. Yes, White Knight, I have heard your choir and your instruments so much. The night after the first White Knight incident. Oh god. You look something. Father, I am compelled to say to everyone here that this news is shocking. What sabotage can there be? They've taken over our lands. They're using our resources. The stinking commander is leading our people. What more do they want? They will not get what they want, my son. We will attack first.
Напасть первыми. Он совсем слетел с катушек.
We will attack first. Has he lost his mind? He is old. He's had plenty of time and places to lose it. Head of the Imperial Guard, Warlord Walter of the Southern Fang clan. Did you have something to say? He is not... This character was not worth actually drawing. My Emperor, may I point out that our army numbers about 5,000 men. Oh. Strong and trained knights with skills in combat, but due to the lack of equipment, the question arises, can we stand up to the north? Warlord Damir of the Eternal Clan from the Giant's Rock. Do you have anything to say? Your Imperial Majesty, how many warriors the enemy... Your Imperial Majesty, how many warriors the enemy army has? Our forces are roughly equal, but that doesn't mean we're going to lose this battle.
Даже если наши силы равны, как мы переберемся через разлом?
Even if our forces are equal, how will we get across the rift?
Используя порталы, умение открыть которые на ту сторону осталось у единиц. Даже самый опытный воин после полета потеряет равновесие и будет застигнут врасплох. Нас переубивают по одному, как скот.
Using portals, the ability to open using portals, the ability to open which to the other side is left to a few. Even the most experienced warrior will lose his balance after flying and being caught off guard. They'll be slaughtered one by one like cattle.
Или же мы перелетим на вивернах? И где же нам найти более 5000 обученных виверн?
Or do we fly over on wyverns? And where would we find over 5,000 trained wyverns? That's a very good question. Nicole, my best magician, I'm sure you want to speak as well. Oh, great. Emperor Stravos of the Great Nest. Would you be kind enough to explain how you intend to infiltrate enemy territory? The question is not how we end up penetrating their territory. The question is, when? No, there's still a question of how. There's still absolutely a question of how. They don't obey morals no matter what. Look, I don't actually know the rules of wyverns, but also I think the whole point is training 5,000 of them. And when are we going to do this? Asgard, now it's your turn. Oh, the witch from the beginning. I know everyone is skeptical of our sorcery. It's generally believed that mages can do so much more. Why don't they band together and close the damn rift then? Why can't they build enough land? Why are they unable to create a bridge between us? Oh. Annoria? Wait. Asgard? Wait. Sorry, I look at him and I'm just like, Legolas! Oh, hi Shadow, how you doing? Oscar, you know we tried. You don't know how to do it. Oh, sorry. You don't know how to do anything. Don't interrupt. Oscar, you have no right to express. You have no right to express. I'm not going to interrupt her. Karma change. When did the karma change? When did karma change? Sorry, This is still here. I also keep forgetting to quick save at certain points. I've always had the backup plan. I have been the owner of a book of witch recipes and spells since ancient times. It was inherited from my mother and her mother from her mother. But let's not pull any wyvern's tail. I've written my own personal spells in it more than once. What if red potion is good? I don't know. Look, we'll figure out based on how the ending I get is, whenever I get to the ending and how this goes, we'll figure out how that was. But for now, I'm confused. With karma, but with achievements. I don't think it has to do with achievements. I think karma is hidden, but the fact that this is here... Wait, doesn't... I don't know. I'm gonna stop trying to think about it and just move on. Flipping through my treasure trove of knowledge once again. I noticed an ancient spell. Said that by mixing certain ingredients, you can create a potion that can take you back in time. A special moment that you remember vividly and can replay in your mind. Not gonna lie, I'm relieved to hear that line, because it means, technically, I titled the stream appropriately. Ugh. I will go back to the day I first flew to negotiate with the apostates. I didn't know what awaited me up north on that terrible day. I expected to meet the understanding of my people, but I came face to face with a traitor. Your Imperial Majesty, what does that get us? I will kill Krog when he least expects it. Then we will install our own ruler in the north, and from then on an alliance will reign between our lands.
Вернуться в прошлое. Интересно, Аскрид сама верила в то, что такое заклинание может сработать? И если оно сработает, что произойдет? Наши жизни изменятся?
To return to the past, I wonder if Askard herself believed that such a spell could work. And if it worked, what would happen? Would our lives change? Suddenly, I am thinking that potion has something to do with the karma system, because depending on the color and fullness of the potion, that could affect where and when you get touched or taken to. Wait, one moment. You get back in time to prevent it? Buddy, here's the thing. So long as White Knight exists... Oh, God. Okay, I'm just gonna say this once because I want to save it. I have some very ambitious and or incredibly stupid ideas for the next Lobotomy Corporation stream. And I'm too stubborn to let anyone talk me out of it. I'm just gonna put it that way. Next Lobotomy Corporation stream, there will be questionable decisions made, and everyone will watch on in horror as it happens.
Не будет надобности в отлаженном войске. Возможно, не будет надобности в приближенной магичке. Вероятно, я никогда не встречу Дамира. Но тогда, возможно, я смогу еще раз увидеть Адриана.
There will be no need for a fine-tuned army. There will be no need for an Emperor's magician. Translator's note. This would be Anne, spelled A-N, before Emperor, for proper grammar. Again, I expect there to be translation issues. I'm simply pointing them out if anyone who has power can change them. Wait, no, White Knight, you'll look on in horror too. Because part of my plans revolve around you. I'll probably never meet Damir, but then... maybe I can see Adrian again. Now you're scared? Oh, Furt, trust me. The fact that the plan involves White Knight should be concerning. But it's not that simple. The ingredients for the potion can't be bought in a dwarf's shop, nor can they be found from even the most hoarded witch in the Empire. What ingredients are required for such a potion? One quest rival... What? God, I got the witch's voice completely... Ugh. Sorry, I got the witch's voice wrong there for a moment. One crushed wyvern claw, the eyes of a toad caught in a full moon, a branch of peppermint.
Пока что состав звучал вполне обыденно. Я точно знала, что в запасах Аскрит можно было найти все эти составляющие.
So far, the composition sounded quite ordinary. I knew for a fact that all these ingredients could be found in Askrid's stockpile. 3 drops of fire salamander blood, belladonna extract. Ah, yes, I completely forgot. Lich's soul.
Душа лича. Да все элементарно. Нужно всего-то найти какого-нибудь еще существующего в наше время кощея, понять, в какой филактерии он прячет свою душу, отобрать ее, и дело сделано.
Lich's soul. Everything is elementary. All you need to do is find Lich still existing in our time to understand in which phylactery... What in the hell? Google? What in the hell is that word? P-H-Y-L... Phylactery. Small leather box containing Hebrew texts of vellum. Phylactery. I don't perceive this as the Hebrew stuff. Step how to take its soul. Apparently its soul resides in a box. Hide the soul to take away, and it's done! If some items on the list are easy to get, the rest will... the rest will be a problem. That is why I have gathered you. I need someone who can go with his squad on this extremely important mission.
Интересно, кто тут больше походил на роль добровольца? Может, разбалованный сынок правителя?
Ugh. I wondered who was more likely to volunteer here. Maybe the ruler's spoiled son. Only a blind man would fail to see which of these present would be suitable to volunteer. Do you think Father would let the best magician in the Empire on such an important assignment? It requires special strength and intelligence, something magicians are usually lacking by nature. Magicians are lacking intelligence? I would assume they would have some high level of intelligence. Also, him saying that combined with that pose makes me want to slap him. Cut back to the quiz earlier. Have you ever wished violence upon your opponent? Do you think His Imperial Majesty would let an heir to the throne who can barely hold a blade on a mission? I don't doubt it, otherwise His Imperial Majesty would not have taken the... not have kept the fabulous counsel from me. I have to go on the mission and absolutely everything points to that. I really want to... Be cordial. Shouldn't have been cordial. Nicole, that is the question. I need you in the palace. Father, you care for her too much. Call his face Bak Fifin Gist. Very slap. You know what? I appreciate Germany a bit more now with them having that as a word or as a term. Slappable face. I guess technically just regular English has it, but it's a specific expression. There's nothing more important to the good of the Empire, right? The level of development of my magical abilities obliges... Tongue is going pretzel mode. Obliges me... The level of development of my magical abilities obliges me to be present with our army during the mission. If you read about my work in the palace, an Orion will take my place for a while, right? For it is confirmed Germany. For it is the entirety of Germany. Yes. For it is the entirety of the Germany. The entirety of the Germany. I'll do whatever it takes for the good of the Empire. I don't think anyone here will have question as to who should lead the army. You are the German. Your Imperial Majesty, we have some talented warlords in the guard. We might consider a candidate. I'll go.
Дамир был непоколебим.
I'll go.
Я знала, что он не сомневался ни на мгновение. Он был готов рваться в бой, когда это было необходимо, не задумываясь о своей безопасности. Эдакий благородный рыцарь. Мечта каждой девушки на выданье.
Damir was unwavering. I knew he never doubted for a moment. He was ready to rush into battle when necessary, without a thought for his own safety. The kind of noble knight that is every maiden's dream. Okay, I may not be a maiden, but at the same time, I don't think you'd be dreaming of a man who would completely disregard his own safety and be like, to the front lines! Like, it's courageous, but also, you want a man that can potentially last a little bit? You know? Like, I get it. The self-sacrificing, like, but again, I would like it if they could also back it up. Why is this, like... This random speck of purple is catching my eye. Without Nicole. Anyone gathered here today to discuss an important matter for the Empire must realize that the warriors cannot do without a capable mage on the mission. Councillor Conrad, we have not heard only your opinion today. Oh. Your Imperial Majesty, as much as it saddens me to admit, Nicole is right. Magical support is needed on this dangerous mission. Thank you for letting the main character go. Nicole, do you remember what I said to you in front of the council today? They're dreaming of it. Okay, you know what, for it, never mind, you have a point. I'll never forget those words. But the welfare of the Empire is more important than anything else right now. You must be guided by your mind, not your heart. You're so stubborn. Sometimes I think you're capable of bridging the rift all by yourself if it would accomplish your goal. My Emperor? It's decided. Damir with his squad and Nicole are going on the mission. The Emperor's best magician achievement. Nicole, wait. Listening to you, Norion. I know you have a hard road ahead of you, but I have a favor to ask you. I'll try to help if I can. You surely know the history of my kind. You are an elf, and elves are rarely found in the major cities of the Empire. Your family still lives in abandoned, impenetrable fortresses and worships Mother Nature. Elves is a special kind of magic. It's different from the talents of human mages. It is why I am a valuable advisor to the Emperor. And it's why I have to leave my kind. How long have you been out of the family? It's been 15 years since I've seen them. God, everyone here, there's such just long time separations in this. Think anyone else remembers you? I had a little sister. Her name was Anariel. She was only 7 years old when I left the settlement. I would give a lot just to see her now and talk to her, but it's impossible. Usually in fantasy settings, elves have very elongated lifespans, so if she's only 7, A, how old are you? And B, oh god, that's like infantile in elf lifespan. How can I help you? You'll have to make your way to an elven settlement. Only our people have salamander blood. I realize that the squad will be on the mission, and it is unacceptable to be distracted by extraneous matters, but I have written a message for my sister and prepared a protective amulet. Can you find her and deliver my gift? B's and D's are very confusing in this font. I agree to this. Oh. Altruist is the achievement. I'll take that. Thank you. I thought he was missing his hand, but no, it just blends kind of into the wall that's behind. Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Are you out of your mind? Only a lot of it. Also, can I just wait? Can I? Chameleon hands. Exactly. I'm gonna slow this down a little bit. Where is regular save? Right, this was the one from yeah, that was the one from the last one. How many? What? Oh, I didn't realize there were autosaves. I'm presuming that's an A. Okay, also this music is something. Remove the bottle. Oh, wait, are you out of your mind? I have to rewrite that. Blah, blah, blah. I have every right to ask the same of you. You don't have a damn thing. Your business is sit in the palace and select the magicians. Okay, can the quick save text please go away? Thank you. I lost my water bottle for a sec. Yeah, found it though. Thought what you think of my girls. Many of them would put down any of your warriors with one sweep of the arm. Douse head to toe with water? Don't be ridiculous. With your eyes, you don't know why Stavros didn't invite me to the council. Or, oh, wipe your eyes. Do you know why Stavros didn't invite me to the council? Well, surprise me. He knows you can't accomplish the mission without me, and he has no other choice. He's backed into a corner, and he calculated it all long ago. Could I have missed the secret meeting? Of course not. Stavros realized I would show up. He knows everything about me. Oof. White, I presume that's a comment on the music, White Knight, which I can kind of get that. Yeah. Naturally. With a witch like Askrid, he knows everything.
Нет, со мной она не могла так поступить. Она нашептывала ему мысли остальных. Его советников и военачальников, но не мои.
No, she couldn't do that to me. She whispered to him the thoughts of the others, his advisors and warlords, but not mine.
Аскрид слишком близка мне. Она не могла.
Askrid is too close to me. She couldn't. You're wrong! You have no idea how right I am. Oh. We can do this. What? Where'd the red hair go? Sorry. You'll never know what happens, even if we make it through. Nothing's going to change. You'll find me, won't you? Is this a flashback? I live in Pascom. It's such a small village in the Rift. I live with my parents and younger brother. Our family is famous for being the best dairy farmers around. I just realized the young brother, the younger brother is going to be like, should be like around about 17 right now. And she should be like 26. Everyone's just grown up in that time jump. I'm a mage. I have red hair. That's not red. Green eyes and freckles. There's also no visible freckles from this angle. I may be selling milk in a new market. Perhaps I developed my abilities and went to live in the capital city. Perhaps you'll find me, won't you? You'll remember? Promise you'll remember. I'll never forget you, my freckle. You know what? Better than Milky Princess.
Уже стемнело. Дым от костра поднимался вверх.
Ah.
Сухие ветки хрустели под напором огня.
Did you not have freckles in the mirror scene? She did. She had freckles in the mirror scene.
Пятеро непрошенных гостей разместились на поляне дикого леса.
She did. I can confirm that because I looked very closely at her face. But given how tiny all the details on the face were, I understand why you missed it. It was getting dark. The smoke from the fire was rising upward. Dry branches crunched under the pressure of the fire, and sparks flew in different directions. Fire. 5 uninvited guests were camped in a clearing of the wild forest. Ugh, excuse me. Actually, that's like, sorry. Save, where was it again? Screw it. I'll just go there. You know, I know this is kind of short for a stream of mine, if I were to end it here, but I kind of want to end it here just because this, I don't know, this feels like a good end point, and then do this as a two-parter. Also, I'm a little bit on the tired side right now, so I do think that will call it end for right about now. There will be another stream of this to finish it off, and then the final game that was tied to the words. But that will be the short stream for now. Where? What? Boink. Into the there. Tuh. So, as always, I thank everyone who came, old and new. Just hope everyone here enjoyed. And as always, bye. Also, White Knight, okay, before I pour it out, let me just real quick, Heroine's Claw, yeah, that one was only 2 hours. Dead by Daylight, over 5 hours live stream. Garden of Ban, one of which was 3 hours, one was 3.5. Pokemon, just shy of 4, just over 3, just over 4. Those were all Pokemon ones. Dead by Daylight, 4.5. And then we had oh right, because there was the internet broken saga as well, therefore that was shortening streams. Kirby Superstar, 4 hours. Dead by Daylight, that one was only 2 hours. 2.5 and 2 hours for Slender. The almost 12-hour long Five Nights at Freddy's stream, which, yeah, there is the Five Nights at Freddy's marathon stream that was just shy of 12 hours. 3 hours Resident Evil Separate Ways, and 4 hours on that one. More Pokemon stuff, Destiny, Beast Inside, all of which over that. Yeah, no. It is very much dependent on how I am feeling at the moment. And sadly, right now, my tiredness is dictating that stream ends at this time. And as I was saying before I cut myself off, bye.